Okay. Welcome
Welcome
to the Gift of the Gab.
Episode 5.
5.
Wow.
Wow.
How you feeling?
Good.
Good.
My name is Amanda.
I'm Layla, and this is the Gift of the Gab. Gift of the Gab. Are you excited to be here? Get pumped up.
Pump up the jam. Got to pump it up.
Yep.
Pump it up.
Yep.
Got to pump it up.
Okay. We like to start each episode with a bonding kind of game or activity to get the conversation started.
So today we are going to do a Q&A, and we're going to devote a little bit more time to this Q&A because we have a lot of questions.
A lot of good questions.
We want to delve into them, give them some good time.
We posted on our Instagram. If you're not following, go follow our Instagram. I feel like such a social media influencer.
Yeah.
But on our story, we left a Q&A box, and we got lots of your fabulous questions, which is great. Thank you so much for doing that. That really supports our podcast.
Thank you. Do we want to say who said the questions or no?
No.
Okay.
Because who knows if they would want that.
Right.
Rather be safe.
So we're going to keep it anonymous then. Should we just go?
Dive right in.
Yeah, do you just want to go in order?
I like it.
Okay.
Or you can pick and choose. Maybe we don't want to do all.
We'll see.
We do want to do all of them. But if there's a repetitive question, I mean.
Yeah. If we don't have time.
Yeah.
Then we'll see.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
First question. What was your craziest experience in a class in college?
2 days ago.
I have a really good answer for this.
2 days ago, we did a scavenger hunt. And we were running in Stevenson Hall and like yelling, looking for things posted on the walls.
Okay.
Elevator, stairs, you name it. And I just kept thinking, what is life?
You know what? Hell yeah.
What is life? That's crazy. Who does that? I want to hear about yours.
I think you've actually heard this story. In one of my classes, someone bit at me.
Yes.
Yeah. A lot of people have already heard this story. But one of my classes, my professor was asking the class, we were like writing something, and she was like, can we hold on, I'm trying to remember this piece of information. Can one of you guys like search it up or something? And I was reading ahead, like we were going from an article, and the bit of information she was looking for was like 2 lines down. And so I said it out loud, like April 12th. She was like, oh, thank you. And then the dude across from me was like, smarty pants.
That's crazy.
Like, what? You did not just bite at me.
But even is college.
Like, smarty pants.
That's crazy.
Are you trying to flirt
the sound
with me
it makes
right
is
now? Like,
I didn't like that.
Craziest experience.
College is crazy.
It is.
People be crazy in college.
Yeah.
What animal would your co-host be?
Like, what would we be if we were animals? Or like if we had...
I thought it meant if there was an animal right here.
Let's do
podcast.
both.
Okay.
Let's do both.
If there was an animal right here.
I think we would do really well with like a hippo.
I'd get down with a hippo.
What has been your experience in the mud?
Hippo.
I like mud.
Oh, it would speak. I thought it wouldn't, and we'd just be, I see.
Gotcha.
And yes.
Oh my god. Raimi suggested that we have Buddy on as
I would love that.
Buddy is my boss's golden retriever.
Yes, on an episode. We'll need to do if you want to be on our podcast, comment down below. And if your pet wants to, let us know as well.
We love animals.
Okay, so what animal would your co-host be?
Okay, you first. I think you would be an elephant.
See how it is. Thank you very much. I'll see myself out.
No,
An elephant is the most boring animal.
Like Dumbo.
Dumb is in the name.
Like, okay.
What does an elephant have to bring?
Like a cute little baby elephant with like the floppy ears and it's all happy.
Okay, so Dumbo.
Yeah. Not like Dumbo.
That's what I took. It's Uwu all over again.
Not like a gross, like big elephant.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, look at how cute.
Yeah, trying to save yourself. I'm just kidding. I don't know what you would be. I don't know a lot of animals. You'd be something cool. Peacock, but without the meanness.
Thank you.
That kind of strutting around. See, that's what it's like to give a nice answer.
I literally called you cute and sparkly.
You called me dumb, Bo. I'm just kidding. I
See what I deal with every day?
All right. Ooh, this one's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Top 3 favorite Disney movies.
Oh, you go first. I'm going to have to think. Oh, she's clearing her throat.
Monsters University. Why are they all leaving my brain? That's my number 1 movie I think of like all time.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. That's kind of hard. Wait, I have my comfort movies.
I need to search up Disney movies. Hold on.
Yeah. Should we cut? Let's do a swipe.
I've got it.
And now we're back. And now. Oh, I know what one of yours is. Maybe. Tinkerbell?
Oh, that's a... Okay, so top 4.
Yeah.
Tinkerbell and the Secret of the Wings. That is one of my favorite movies, period. Not even just Disney. Favorite movies.
Mm-hmm.
Soul.
That's my favorite! That's one of my favorites! We've never discussed this!
I love
That's
Soul.
my number 2! This is crazy. I've never seen anyone like Soul.
I love Soul.
Oh.
The soundtrack is beautiful.
We're meant to be.
When they have on in World of Color at
yes.
DCA,
yeah,
when the little soul bit comes on, oh my god, it makes me emotional. I saw it 2 times last January.
I love it.
Yeah, so Soul, Revenge of the Sith, Star Wars. That was my favorite Star Wars movie. Or Phantom Menace.
That's good. That's a wide range.
Mm-hmm. And then the original Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, I love it. Is that your favorite princess?
Yeah. Belle. Mm-hmm.
For me,
you were Belle.
I was Belle with bronchitis, 12 years old. We shall not insert a clip here. That's not too good. All right. Monsters University, Soul, and the 2023 The Little Mermaid live action.
I've never seen it.
Are we even friends?
We just bonded over Soul. I also hadn't seen Soul until I saw the little bit of it in World of Color. And then when I got home from seeing it the first time in World of Color, I got home and I immediately watched Soul.
I love it.
Yeah.
Comfort movies. I love it. I just put my Q&A away.
I had actually in show choir, we sang a song from Soul.
Which one?
You got soul, baby. You got
Yeah.
soul. Yeah. We sang on the floor.
I like it.
Yeah, it was really good. Next.
If you could live in any fictional universe, what would it be? Hogwarts.
Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I recently started rewatching them. That's why I was kind of like...
I like it.
Yeah. I'm now on my 4th rewatch of Star Wars.
Wow.
I love Star Wars. I'm a geek.
I love that, though. There's so much to obsess over in Star Wars.
Absolutely.
What's y'all's favorite childhood memory? Oh, we're going to keep this one because that relates to our, that's one of our questions we're going to ask in our topic today, which we'll get into. No spoilers. I know the title says it, but.
Yeah.
Would you rather fight one ant-sized bull or 1,000 bull-sized ants? Oh, I think the
one ant-sized
answer is
bull.
pretty obvious.
One ant-sized bull. You just step
on it. Thank you very much.
Why would you fight 1,000 bull-sized ants?
That sounds like you're asking for trouble.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
Yeah. Favorite meal of the day?
Dinner.
Yeah, dinner. Or lunch. I don't like breakfast.
I don't usually eat breakfast.
Yeah.
My breakfast is usually
lunch or dinner.
Like a bar or something.
Which lunch and dinner is kind of different, but like it could be the same foods.
I feel like lunch is a little bit more like lighter, like a cold sandwich or like a salad or like Panera.
Dinner, I think of a steak, but I don't eat steak.
Dinner's like a hefty, like warm food.
Yeah,
like a soup. Dinner, warm food makes me happy, but also it makes my tummy hurt sometimes. Yeah. Like heavy food is a little bit much for me. So lunch. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna change my answer to lunch.
I'm feeling lunch.
Yeah,
because lunch sometimes maybe I want a bagel.
Yeah,
for lunch, and I can do that.
Yeah, I feel like you can have a bagel for dinner.
Girl dinner.
Girl dinner.
Girl dinner.
If you were a color, what would you be and why?
We should swap this one.
If you were a color. I have my, that's easy.
If you were, elephant. I guessed it. Go. What are they?
Pink.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Yeah, that's why. Because it's your favorite color and you embody pink.
Thanks. What does it mean to embody pink?
You're sparkly.
Oh, thanks. And I'm an elephant. Sorry. I'm never going to let you forget that. You'd be maroon.
That's my favorite color.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
Cool. Just like confident, even when you might not always be, but you give those vibes. Yeah. Maroon. Easy.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about working together?
Love you, guys.
Krista says, love you
guys. We love you too,
we love you, Krista.
My favorite part about working with you is being able to decompress in the middle of a shift or like frantically text each other like, oh, did you just hear them say that? I love doing that.
Mine is like if something goes wrong in the office, I know you've got my back. Like you, yeah. You've got my back.
Yeah. It's gonna make me sad. Next year. My aunt Paula says, who is your favorite doggy? Murphy.
Who's Murphy?
Murphy. He's a chocolate lab.
From where? Who?
Murphy. It's their dog.
Oh!
Yeah.
I see.
This is Layla's phone, and I'm going to find Instagram.
What are you trying to find?
So that I can show you Murphy.
So cute!
This is Murphy.
Oh my goodness, so
Isn't
pretty. So pretty. I love it. So Murphy's favorite doggy.
Yes. Also, I know this isn't the correct answer, but one of my other friends, Maya, her dog Rowley. I love seeing pictures of him. I love Rowley. He's a little baby. I think he's a Chihuahua.
Oh.
Yeah. So little. He's tiny. And he's got rolls. Who's your favorite doggy?
My doggy.
Your doggy. Captain, yeah.
My favorite doggy.
Whose name starts with a C.
As all do my pets.
Yes.
Yes. What is one skill you wish you knew how to do better?
You first.
Oh, well, I don't got an answer yet. Do you? I don't know.
Maybe managing my priorities? Time. No, I'm good at time management. Procrastination. I don't know what like the skill is called, like when you know how to not procrastinate. I feel like there's like a name for that, but I don't know what it is. I'm really bad at procrastinating. No, I'm really good at procrastinating.
Well, there you go.
I need to not.
So that's a skill that you do. Good.
But yeah, the reverse.
Yeah.
Really need to work on that.
Yeah. For me, problem solving and like not knowing the answer but figuring it out on my own. I feel like that, but that just comes with like experience.
Yeah.
You don't know how to do something, so you learn. You try it, you know?
Yeah.
Trial
and error, yeah.
But like, yeah, I guess just like being better at finding the solution around things, I'd say.
I wish I knew how to play the guitar.
Oh, wow. Left field.
That's that's a skill.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah.
It was just so like procrastination and then guitar. I'm with it.
I really want to learn how to play the guitar. because
do it.
because I know how to play the ukulele. I can like somewhat play the piano, but I want to be able to play the guitar.
I could teach you basics. I took guitar lessons for some reason.
I also did, but I don't remember.
Oh.
I only remember like the C chord and the D chord, and that's it.
Classics.
Yeah. Also, my hands are like built for a ukulele.
Yeah, mine.
Just like
I
the
got
4 strings.
real bad, like cuts on my fingers from guitar and stuff.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is something your parents taught you that makes college life easier?
How to connect with adults.
That's a great one.
It also helped that I am an only child, and majority of my friends over the pandemic were my parents' friends.
Yeah.
That sounds really sad. But like they always came over safely, of course, you know, negative COVID tests and like social distancing. But like getting along with people older than me has helped me a lot with how much I've succeeded.
Yeah.
At such a young adult age.
Yeah.
Like I have so many connections with a bunch of different adults in high power positions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think that's a really good thing a really good skill to have in college. Mm-hmm. When like making those connections is like key.
Yeah. I think it also maybe could connect to being an only child. Mm-hmm. Because your parents maybe like they're your role models, and I guess with us too, like me having multiple siblings as well. I don't really know what I mean by that, but I feel like a trait amongst oldest children generally is like I guess people say being more mature, but I think that comes because you're spending more time with your parents.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With adults.
Like I love hanging out with my parents.
Yeah, right.
Which is not like a common theme in people in our generation.
Wink, wink.
Foreshadowing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love hanging out with my parents. They're so fun. Mm-hmm. Hi, guys. I know you're watching this. You guys are hella fun.
Cuss word!
Like, yeah, I love hanging out with my parents. I feel like they teach me something new every day. I teach something to them every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. What about you?
For me, it's my stomach. Keep making noises.
It's the mango.
For me, oh my god, low key, the curse of the mango. I just had a mango drink, and I don't love mango. That is unrelated, but I think my parents taught me. I think that I'm gonna twist this a little bit. I think that they instilled confidence in me that I'm someone special. Because, I mean, just oldest child syndrome, I guess. Like, I have really good grades. I'm highly involved on campus. Like, and they say like you're amazing, like all the things you're doing, and like I just feel like that to me has made me put my best foot forward into college because they've I don't know, have confidence in me, which has helped. Have faith in me. So now I have someone to fall back on, and whatever I do, they'll still love me. It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, our parents are always going to be there, no matter what.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm with it. Mm-hmm. How are you financially preparing for your future? I am graduating early.
Yes.
So are you. I'm going to go live back home, at least for a semester, and work. And yes, I'm going to work on like my master's teacher credential, things I need for the future. So I'm still spending money on that. But it's like the living at home, the not spending extra money to be here if I don't necessarily need to.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you're saving a whole semester of housing fees, tuition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like right now, like I guess how I'm preparing is I have 3 jobs, so I'm and a paid internship. So that's some money right there. Mm-hmm. That I'm saving up. Should be saving more. We're in
Yeah.
college. We go shopping.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah. I mean,
What do I do?
I'm graduating a whole year early, so I'm saving 2 semesters of all of that. Um, I have a job. I have my freelance stuff. I make a decent amount of money and I rarely spend it. I have an IRA, I have a Roth IRA. And I put 25% of anything that I make from my job with Sea Wolf Living or with my photography business into that IRA. And so that'll help me when I'm 55 and a half or 59. And I don't remember what the date is. And that's my retirement fund, which I will be funding for the rest. Yeah, for the rest of my life. And then I am still in the works of getting a high yield savings account. I'm trying to find a credit union that has a 4.5 or higher interest rate, which is very hard to find in this current economic state. But I'm looking. So, if you have any recommendations, let me know. Yeah. And I have Chase. I go through Chase Bank, and they don't have very many savings account options. It's kind of just like, put your money in this account and let it sit there. I don't want to do that. I want to accrue more stuff, but yeah. That's how I'm doing with my actual finances. But yeah. When I graduate, moving back home, working, not planning on getting another place for at least probably a year.
I want to have my career figured out before I do that.
Yeah. A solid job. Landed before I think about moving out. Yeah. Because I don't want to move out, run out of money, and then be like, oh shoot, I need a job. I want to be like, I have a job, I have a bunch of money. Maybe I should move out now. Yeah. And I'm gonna rent at first, and I want to have at least a year's worth of rent in my checking account ready to go. So that I have a year ready just in case anything happens. Yeah.
I like it. That's smart.
I've got a whole plan set out. Money is a big stressor for me, but I think I've got a good plan.
This next one is, what advice would you give to parents of incoming freshmen?
Let your child make mistakes. It's going to happen at least at one point in their life. College is at least a good safety net rather than once they're 25 and living their life without the net and the bubble of college around them protecting them from the outside world. Because college isn't really adult life yet. It's a bubble.
Yeah.
So let your child make mistakes now.
Yeah. I agree. And to kind of add on to that, let your child feed into their crazy passions.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think support them in whatever they decide to do, because they might make mistakes and you might know it's a mistake, and yet you offer your advice and your guidance, but saying that's stupid or no, don't do that. That's not
helpful. Just
focus on your career. Let them have fun. Let them do their involvements, and so that's what I would say.
Yeah.
Also, just they're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
And even if they're not, you know how many times I've cried in college, and said I want to go home right now.
It's normal.
Leave them.
Everyone else is going through it.
Yep.
The amount of times that I've called my mom at 3 a.m, I'm gonna drive home.
Yeah.
She's like, no, save your gas. Just stay there. Just let them make mistakes. Let them break down. Of course, be a support system, but don't go calling the dean and being like, why didn't you get... No.
Yeah. What about, would you recommend that their child gets a double or a single? Of course, it's everyone's personal thing, but what would you say?
I am an advocate for singles. Most colleges don't have the option to have a single. So if the college or university your child is choosing to go to has the option to have a single and you can afford it, go for that single. I think. I've never had a double, and I've grown up not having to ever share a room. So
Yeah.
But that's just my personal opinion.
For me, my best friend and I shared a double in my freshman year, and I needed that. It wouldn't have been the same in a single because we're so young, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's what I personally needed. I needed someone there with me. I needed someone to ask those stupid questions about college, you know? And so I think for me, it was so helpful. But then past that, I was like, yeah, I'm ready for a single.
I think, yeah, I agree with what you're saying. If the single option available at your child's university is just like a single apartment, there's no other like suite mates or anything, no, go for a double. I think if I had just had a single and no suite mates, I would not have been okay.
Yeah.
Like I needed my suite mates to get me through that first year.
Do you recommend that it's random or that they reach out through like Instagram?
Honestly, it like completely depends because I reached out through Instagram, and next year I am not living with anyone from that original. I'm living with one person currently right now from the 7 people that I lived with my freshman year. Out of that group. One person. So one person made it out of that. And next year it's just going to be me and other people. But yeah. Also, a lot of my friends have done random, and those people are now their best friends. It completely depends.
One of my best friends, her name is Catherine. She was our random single in Sov. And she's like my person. Like, it's so weird that can just happen. But Lindsay, I reached out through Instagram, and the day that we started messaging, we decided to be roommates. It was weird. It's like, this could be a total stranger, and yet, like, I just felt a vibe.
Yeah. With Bridget, we were in the same theater class together my whole freshman year. Did not talk once until we teched together for Fall Dance 2023.
Yeah.
And she and I walked home together that night that we really, like, met, really. And like 2 minutes into that walk, we were like, okay, yeah, we're living together next year.
Aww.
It was...
You just knew.
Yeah, it just clicked. Yeah.
Follow your gut.
Completely dependent. Whatever your child wants to do. Let's single versus double. Yeah.
Speaking of child.
Yeah, wait, we had another one that we were saving.
Yeah, speaking of child, we are going to be talking about childhood and generations today. Yes. We are. Things about our generation, things about the next generation. So this question that we're coming back to is, what is y'all's favorite childhood memory? Or my question on the sheet was, what are your favorite parts of your childhood that you can remember? Loaded question.
Wow, yeah. I gotta think about that one.
For me, it was all of the movie nights. We would do the blow-up bed, and we would just, no matter how our day went, we would always just watch a movie or watch a show at the end of the night, and that was kind of like our family time. Or like play, like we had this Connect, so it was like this kind of like a Wii, but like, I don't know, we still continue that today. We just all gather to the couch at the end of the night, and it's kind of wherever our days were, because we're all very busy, we get to like connect, which is nice. Little toys that I had, like little home videos we would make. My favorite, I made so many like music videos. Weird. Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah. It was magical. I loved my childhood.
I unfortunately don't remember a lot from my like young childhood. I really don't. Barely remember anything. I think some of my best memories, though, of just like growing up, not like childhood, just growing up, were like my mom teaching me how to cook.
Wow, that's so sweet.
Yeah. Cause like I love cooking. It's one of my passions. And like growing up having that like, okay, 6th grade, just got home from school. Let me have my peanut butter graham cracker banana snack, and then my mom's gonna teach me how to make hummus.
That's so wonderful.
Yeah. So much fun. I loved learning how to cook with my mom. And also, one time I just actually texted my dad the other day about this because I was thinking about it, but my dad and I one time when we were in Montana, we went fishing. First time ever going fishing. It was so weird. It was I hated it.
What?
I didn't really hate it. I had fun, but it was also like he like made me hold the fish.
Oh no, I can't with those fish pictures where they're like.
It was so weird, but I just texted my dad because I was thinking about it, and I was like, oh, and now we're gonna go fishing this summer.
Oh, fun! Revisiting some of those childhood memories.
Yeah. Not in Montana, probably just in like Newport Beach or something, but yeah.
I love it.
Fishing with my dad, cooking with my mom.
Yeah.
Favorite moments. What was the thing? Favorite parts from your childhood? Is that like, that's probably the same question. Yeah.
So
did you just wink at me?
Like you were right on. What? Are you freaking serious? You've never winked at someone when it's like, you're right, you're correct.
No.
Try it.
Gotcha. No, it feels like I'm like flirting.
So when I did that, it felt like I was flirting?
It was like...
Really? You didn't feel like, okay, yeah, I'm on the right page?
No.
That's very interesting. Bruh. So of our childhood, what do you hope to implement into your future child's childhood? But what do you hope to change as well? Compare them, and what do you want for your child's
Do you want to go first?
upbringing? I want, whoa, I sat up like I was ready. Let's talk about this. I think electronic free as much as possible. I want them to experience the movies. I do. I want them to live like a Disney childhood. That being said, I don't know about Disneyland trips because I feel like they're a little too young to remember anything. We'll see. I want them to just love like the movies that we used to love, and like even for their generation, whatever comes out then. But I want, and I want toys, but not too many toys. I don't want them to be spoiled. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just the right amount where they appreciate it. Because toys, I used to love a lot of toys. Like I have toys I see on TikTok, and I'm like, oh my god, I had that, and I loved it. And weirdly enough, I'll see things on TikTok, and I'll be like, I remember how that feels in my hands.
Yeah.
Is that weird?
Like the Polly
Or like how it smells like Play-Doh and stuff. Like I see something, and I'm like, oh my god, I used to like chew on that or something.
Yeah. So, as we've said in the past, I'm not sure if I actually want kids.
Right.
I don't like kids. And the thought of birthing one out of me sounds awful. And I've always been a fan of the dank lifestyle. Double income, no kids.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. I don't know if I want kids. But if I were to have kids, I agree with you fully on the electronics thing. I didn't have a phone until I was in high school. And I had an iPad mini growing up, but it was very like heavily regulated. Like I had screen time, I had to turn it in at night. Like I didn't. Yeah. And it was only after school after I finished my homework and stuff. I understand that in the future it's going to be harder to remove technology from kids because school now is so centered around technology. Everything is digital. but still there can be parental controls and stuff, and I think that's very important because the internet is terrifying. And I wouldn't want my kid to have a phone on them all the time until they were in high school again. Because I mean, high school is like, it's a lot harder to kind of know where your kid is all the time. Like in elementary school and like middle school and stuff, there's teachers watching you all the time. But in high school, it's like, oh yeah, you can go off campus for lunch, or like there's dances and stuff. I think if my kid were going out of the house without me to like a school dance or something, that I wasn't sure what the chaperone situation was like, or if there was like a field trip and I wasn't going, or if I didn't trust whatever like mom was chaperoning, then I would have like a emergency phone to give them to contact me.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I think I'd want to give my kid a phone middle school for like contact and communication, but I don't want them to have social media. Maybe I say strict, like no social media.
Yeah, no social media. And they're going to hate it. They're going to be like, but all my friends have social media.
I'll tell them.
It's like,
they're strangers on the internet. Like,
it's terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That being said, I had Musical.ly in 7th grade.
I had Musical.ly in like, I don't even know. Yeah, like 5th grade. Yeah. As for experiences, I want my child to experience as much as they possibly can when they're conscious enough to understand it. Like, I don't understand when parents bring their little baby toddler childs to like Michelin star restaurants. Like, that they're gonna get like rice and ground chicken and like that just doesn't make sense to me. And then they start screaming and yelling, and then like all of the other people at the restaurant are like, what the hell? Like, we're paying all of this money to be at this restaurant. Why did you bring your kid here? It's just, and like nice vacations too. Like, I love going to New York. If I have a kid, I am not bringing that kid to New York until they are at least 16, because you need to be conscious to experience New York. It's terrifying there. Yeah. And like Bora Bora, like, why would you bring your child to Bora Bora?
Influencers do.
It's just crazy to me. Yeah. Wait until they're conscious enough to experience it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything from your childhood that you wouldn't want to implement?
Well, I went to Catholic school from preschool to, was it preschool? Preschool, United Methodist preschool, to 8th grade. Freshman year in high school, actually. I wouldn't do that for my kid. I loved the school that I went to for K through 8 because I met some of my best friends there, and the most incredible music teacher I've ever had in my life. Love you, Ryan Nierhoff. But I wouldn't want my kid, also because I'm not religious. Like, I love the public school system. Do I? I liked the high school that I went. I love the high school that I went to. Public school. I would not have survived if I stayed at the Catholic high school I was at before I transferred. And I think it's important for kids to get experience in the public school system before college, because it's a much bigger world, much bigger sea with a lot more fish.
Yeah. That makes total sense. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
This is just me thinking right now, and I'm thinking of the idea of a chore chart. Not doing a chore chart.
I didn't have a chore chart.
And what I mean by that is I feel like a chore chart could possibly, they could associate that with something bad. Like, chores are bad. A chore chart, I don't want to do chores right now. Like,
yeah.
I feel like when raising my kids, maybe I just want to influence them to pick up after themselves.
Yeah.
Hey, can you come help me with this?
Yeah.
Why? Oh, because it's the kinder thing to do. And then
Yeah.
we teach them that through
Yeah.
kindness, and it's
Yeah.
the considerate thing to do.
Yeah.
That was so random. I didn't think I would say that, but here I am.
My mom didn't call them chores. Like, I never had chores. I had household maintenance activities.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
So, like, if it was like a Sunday and I was just sitting in bed, this was more like in high school, my mom would text the family group chat, me, my mom, and my dad, just like, HMAs for this Sunday, and then she would give us a list, and then my dad and I would be like, okay, you're gonna do that one and that one, and I'm gonna do that one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It makes it sound more of like, this is the household that you share, and we're all gonna contribute to it.
Yeah, that is literally exactly what she said. Yeah, versus Laura, you can, yeah, you say that you exactly.
Know. Yeah. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Our generation.
Yes. How do we feel about our generation? Are we talking like in general, or like how we're going to be as parents?
How we feel about our generation when we're getting jobs, when we're our generation growing up, and our generation today.
Yeah. A lot of people say that our generation is really lazy. We're Gen Z. A lot of people say that our generation is really lazy and we don't want to work.
I think it's hard not to feel that way for them. I see where they're coming from in terms of now we have Google, now we have ChatGPT, our technology, we have an easier outlet. Yeah. But to say that we're lazy do you know how much more we've got going on with our new generation as well? You know?
Yeah. I mean, it's like this in every new generation. Yeah. Like the generation above us and the generation above them, they always say that, oh, this new generation sucks. I mean, I think that the new generation sucks. Gen Alpha.
She's got some feelings about Gen Alpha.
But I mean, like, yeah, I've noticed, that was a lot of words. I've noticed that our generation, at least the people that I've interacted with, most of them are extremely focused and passionate.
Yeah, passionate, driven,
and like, if there's things that don't align with that passion that we have to do, it's like, okay, I'm gonna do it because I have to, but I'm not gonna put all of my effort into it. And I don't think that that's necessarily bad, but I think that's where the generation above us get that lazy mentality from.
Yeah. I think that it's also more competitive. It feels more like a race.
Yeah.
With our generation.
Yeah.
Which is not good.
No.
It shouldn't be a race. We are so young. And I feel like if you're not driven, people look down on that. Which I think that everyone needs a passion. But I think that everyone's at different paces. Like, for example, I remember there was some judgment in my grade about people going to community college. And I was like, do you know how much money they're saving? Like, how they're still working toward what they want. They're not taking a break.
Yeah. The education is just as valuable. It doesn't matter where you go.
It's true.
Yeah. A lot of people in my class, especially like with show choir, a lot of people in show choir cared a lot about the name of the college they went to. Not like targeting anyone specifically, but like the name was a massive part in like where they decided to go to college.
Which when I was picking college, it was how did I feel on the campus? How was the campus? Could I see myself here? Which my mom didn't like. Because she wanted me to go to UC Davis, which was my other option. Which makes sense. She wanted me to go to UC, whatever. But it's, I feel like people can be miserable if they don't consider how they feel when picking a school or thinking about their life.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, for me, the deciding factor was housing. Because it was between Sonoma State and Hunter College in New York City.
Yeah, we've talked about this big
Yeah,
difference.
I could imagine myself perfectly fitting in at Hunter College. It was incredible. But the housing there is awful. And the housing here is great. Housing. We've really went off on a tangent. What were we even talking about? Our generation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, our generation as parents. Gentle parenting is a big thing with millennials, I think. And I think that's going to carry on in Gen Z. I don't know. I just like how millennials have parented some Gen Alpha makes me a little bit worried. Like, I don't know if that's going to get worse with Gen Z as parents or if it's going to improve because I don't know.
I feel like, and I think I'm just getting this by like TikTok videos I see, but I feel like parenting almost now like isn't conscious. They aren't thinking about the impact of the things that they do, posting their children online, certain situations that happen in the household that they decide to put on the internet. How is that going to affect them in the future? And I think that that's what some people are missing.
Mm-hmm.
Parenting is a skill,
Yeah,
within itself. There's so much you could always be learning, coming from someone
yeah.
who isn't a parent. But
Do you think that like family vlogging thing is gonna become less common with the new wave of parents or more common? Because Gen Z is very much chronically online.
here's the thing,
But Gen Z is also more aware of how much of a problem it is.
that's it. My impulse is to say, oh, it's gonna continue, it's gonna increase.
Mm-hmm.
But family vloggers have been getting canceled.
Yeah. And you also got to think about the type of people family vloggers are.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I don't know if I've really seen, like, now we're getting political, like a liberal, progressive family vlogger.
No.
Like, there are.
Um, the Ballingers, not Colleen.
Oh, yeah.
Their family.
But aren't.
Yes, they're so actually their daughter is theater kid, like very like
Yeah.
yeah.
Rachel? Is that her name?
Yeah.
Rachel
No.
Ballinger?
No, I think that's Colleen's sister.
Yeah. Rachel.
But it's not her family.
Oh, you're saying Colleen Ballinger is the vlogger.
No. Canceled. She's canceled.
Yeah, I thought she was canceled a while ago.
Yeah. No, I'm saying the Ballinger family. They're related.
Mm-hmm. But they're older, right? They're not actively vlogging. They're like young children. Colleen is, right? I don't know. I don't watch them anymore.
Ballinger family still has youngins.
They do?
But they've just grown up a little bit, but still producing in a weird way.
Mm-hmm.
But Colleen got canceled because of something unrelated to her vlogging.
Yeah, that was something else. I don't know.
I'd rather not get into that.
Yeah.
I'm still so mad at her.
I don't even remember what she did. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then she made the ukulele singing apology video.
The toxic gossip train. Misinformation.
Oh my god. She's a millennial, right?
She gives that energy.
T.
Millennials aren't bad. Millennial influencers. I feel
differently. Yeah. But Gen Z family vlogging, I think it's gonna decrease maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So we'll see. Yeah, people have been getting canceled. I think it. I raise you this. Is there a right way to be a family vlogger? Or is the whole thing innately bad?
I think yes.
Okay.
If you are a mom who does not show her kids and the family vlog, like the family vlog channel is mainly focused on the mom.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, say I'm a mom and I'm a family vlogger, or I'm just like an influencer. Like, okay, hi, this is my life. Oh, I just took Jaden to basketball practice. And now I'm going to go to Pilates. You haven't ever seen Jaden's face.
Is that family vlogging, or is that...
I think that's just being an influencer.
Yeah.
So maybe, yes, family vlogging is innately bad.
But I see what you mean. In that sense, I'm like, okay, so they're not exploiting their children. Like, they really care about showing the life of a mom.
Yeah.
Which is great. I think that other moms, that would be so helpful for them.
Mm-hmm. Like Brooklyn McKnight.
Yeah. She
gave birth a while ago, and she is never...
Oh, are they family vloggers?
Mindy McKnight is most definitely a family vlogger. I mean, like, all of them are family vloggers, but they're all old adults now. Well, except for Paisley and, like, Daxton and, like, the younger kids. But, like, Brooklyn hasn't shown Archer's face, her new baby's face. And I appreciate that. Like, yes, her content is still showing the baby, but the face is not public yet, and it's not like, look at my baby. It's just like, here's how my life has been postpartum as a mom. And I think that is good. That's okay.
Halle Bailey did the same thing and then showed her child a couple months later, and I was like, what was the point?
I really hope that Brooklyn never, like, doesn't show Archer's face for at least a solid amount of time.
I have so much respect for that.
Like, not having your baby's face out there is a good thing.
Yeah. I'm with it.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next topic.
The last question is, what are your hopes for the next generation? For the next generation. What are the problems within ours, and what do we wish could be changed? What do we wish continues?
So is this Gen Alpha or a Gen Beta or whatever the next one is? Gen Alpha, because that's the one under us.
Yeah.
I hope that they get their act together. God. Like, I have never interacted with a Gen Alpha that I've enjoyed.
Remind me, what age are they right now?
Oh, I don't remember. I think the oldest is maybe like 15, like 13 to 15. So, like, already a rough age. But it, like, they're just so rude for no reason. Like, the amount of, like, random kids that I see recently. Like, I was I don't remember where I was. I was somewhere in public doing something. Oh, I was getting boba. And these kids were sitting in a parking spot. The one open parking spot. And then, thank God, the parking spot next to them, someone pulled out. And I pulled in next to them, but I parked really badly. And they were all, like, staring at me. All these little kids. And so I had to, like, reverse a bunch of times. And they started, like, like, laughing. It's like, dude, you don't even have a license. Where are your parents? And why are you sitting in a parking lot on the floor? Just, like, rude for no reason. I hope that they get their act together. But also, I hope that they have a very fulfilling and incredible life. Because I would never wish bad on young children. Kids, yeah. But just, like, why are you so rude? Yeah. Sorry, that was a bit of a rant.
No, I loved it.
What about you?
For me, it's like the kids that I work with, I think they're Gen Alpha. They're great. I don't know.
Yeah.
And it's like I see something special in each one. And I don't want to talk too much about teaching, but
oh yeah, wait, we got to remember that I already don't like kids. So you like kids.
I got to remember that I'm becoming a teacher.
Yeah.
I hope that they have passions and that this probably won't happen, but I hope that you're not worried about the competitiveness, or that I hope that you make decisions for yourself, which I don't see happening given our generation is so rooted in that. But yeah, competitiveness, no, everyone's on their own journey. So I hope that our new generation has their own individual passions and they follow them. And that becomes more consistent so that there's less competitiveness, because it's incomparable because they're all on their own different journeys.
Also, the college application and admissions process the past couple years has been awful, and I really hope that it gets easier.
Yeah. For
the future generation. Yeah.
We got 58 minutes.
We gotta cut this off.
We do. You want to do trends, food, and music?
Oh, yeah. Trends. Food. Eggs.
Food. Oh, I had an answer and then I remembered I didn't like it too much.
Lunch.
I tried strawberry cream cheese on a bagel.
Ooh.
And I've tried that before, but something about this brand, there were like crunchy bits and I didn't quite know. No, it was weird. So, yay for strawberry cream cheese. No for that brand.
Yeah. Last night, with some of my roommates, I tried frozen Trader Joe's pad see ew. Emphasis on the ew.
Oh, wait.
It was really bad. It was like 70% garlic.
Oh.
Like, I'm a garlic girl. I love garlic. I
was going to say, but
bury me in garlic. But that was just like, it was like almost sickening how much garlic there was. Yeah. What about music?
Taylor Swift, Tortured Poets Department.
We're matching.
For real. She's been my girl. We didn't do a thumbnail. The last one.
Okay, we'll do it after. We'll do it after. We'll do it after. I also have been on a role model binge recently.
Okay.
I love Role Model. You've heard Role Model.
Yes.
Sally. Yeah. Love Role Model. That's my bae.
I want to cut this under an hour.
Yeah, we need to
15 seconds. Follow us.
Yes, this is Amanda
and Layla.
Thank you for watching the Gift of the Gab.
Bye. Yay. See you next time.